Hello and welcome back. Let's continue. Coming back to the general setting, that's how you can control your local mesh refinement. Let's go back to the geometry setting. Insert sizing. You can control the sizing of any edge, any surface or any body. If you say sizing, here you have option to select edge, surface or a body. You can select from here. Let's say I want to control the sizing of this edge. I will select this edge and over here edge. You can define element size or alternatively you can define number of division, and I can have whatever number of division I would like to have. I don't know, 50 maybe. There are again these settings. These are specific to this edge. So we have already gone through growth rate, local minimum size, capture proximity. All these are same, but now they are meant to for this edge. Now I can say generate and it will generate approximately 50 number of element for this edge. Similarly, we can say sizing, and instead of edge I can have for this surface. For that I have to select this surface. I can select OK. Before that, let's see, here is our surface. It looks little bit coarse. Let's try to refine this one. Here again you can use the element size or number of division. Okay, number of division is only for edge. For this one we can use sphere of influence or factor of global size. Global size is 3. You can use a factor. I mean, it could be a multiple or it could be in point. Let's say we can have 0.5. Now it is 1.5. That's how you can get a reference and will have an idea about the size of this surface. Now it is this one, and you can refine further. Let's see. Here you can see now we have further refined mesh on this surface. Then we had a sizing for body. We have only single body. If I will select body, it will select the entire body. Again, you can control the element size of this entire body. In this case, I am not doing that. Let me delete this one. Let's see what else do we have here. Insert sizing. Then we have face meshing. Face meshing is normally used to produce a hexa mesh. Normally you don't need to do that, because with face meshing you get a hexa mesh on that particular face, but that will destroy your mesh on the neighboring bodies. Let's try to achieve that. Face meshing, I can do this one. I think with face meshing you cannot have inflation. Yes, face meshing is not working because we have inflation. For that I have to deactivate this inflation. Press. Now hopefully it will work. Now again, one or more faces with map mesh control fail to be mapped mesh. Face meshing is not always achievable. Normally face meshing works when you have a constant cross-sectional area across entire length. Here in this case we have some cross-sectional over here. As we move down, the cross-sectional area changes over here, then over here as well. So it will be difficult to get a face meshing. You can delete or suppress this one, and you can use this one again, unsuppress. Then we have method. Method is normally used to have a particular element type. Normally when you have irregular shape, Ansys meshing will always try to achieve tetrahedral element. But you can specify your element type. It will try to achieve, for example, tetrahedral, hexadominant. We will come back to sweep. It can try to achieve hexadominant, but I will not recommend again because it doesn't work always. And yes, with hexa element, you can have same mesh quality with even number of elements, but you cannot say that if you have a hexa mesh and you have a tetra mesh, your solution quality will be better. Many people will disagree, but you can make comparison. You can have a tetrahedral mesh and you can have hexa mesh and you can make comparison. You will see the solution is more or less same as long as your mesh refinement is same. Let's try to achieve hexa element. Now you can see it has deactivated inflation. Force hexa element, you cannot have inflation there. But one good thing, you can always try to achieve multi-zone. It's a good idea to have that. If multi-zone will work, that's a really good setting. With multi-zone, you get the mixture of hexa element wherever possible and tetra mesh. As I said, with hexa mesh, you get the fewer number of elements for this same mesh quality. That's the only benefit. But if you say the solution will be better, it's not entirely true. Let's try to see if we can do multi-zone meshing. In multi-zone, it will try to break this body internally into different zone and will try to mesh every zone differently. Let's see what we get. No, multi-zone meshing failed. Yeah, multi-zone meshing, it didn't work. As I said, it will try to break, for example, maybe from here into different zone and will try to mesh separately. If it would have worked, good. If it doesn't work, that's okay. You can leave it out. Then we can see again sweep. Sweep is also used when you have a constant cross-sectional area, as I said before. For that, you can always look beforehand, show sweepable body. You will see there is no sweepable body in this case. In sweepable method, it will create a mesh on one surface, for example, over here. Then it will sweep in this direction where it has a constant cross-sectional area. We do not have this case. Let me cut this body from here and then we will have this sweepable body. Then we will see what we can do. I am in space claim bag. Let me cut from here. You can do in different ways, but anyway, I am just creating a surface over here. Now I can, let's split body this one and I can cut from over here. Now you can see I have these two bodies. I can go back to meshing and see what we have. We are back in the Ansys meshing. Now it is not actual. We can press this one as well. Phase sizing has been changed. It was this one is fine. We can do with inflation again. Select body. Okay, this body and matrix selection two faces. Okay, we have sweep body. Press this one. Now we should be able to, okay, delete this one and we can do it again. Insert inflation. Select this body and then we need this surface, this surface. We can create inflation. We can also create inflation over here. Actually, we don't need that right now. Press. You can see on this surface we have constant cross-sectional area and it has already created hexa mesh. Let's create inflation on this one and you will see it will change this one to tetra mesh, I guess. Insert inflation. Select this body and then select this surface. Generate and we got inflation like that. Here now we can check for show sweepable bodies and you can see this body is sweepable. Here we can insert method and on this body we can use sweep. Okay, again, with sweep method, you can not add inflation layers. So there is limitation with the many method. Mostly inflation layers work well with the tetra mesh in Ansys meshing, but with sweep method with the multi-zone, let's try multi-zone. Maybe it will work. Yes, it is working with multi-zone. Now let's see. It is fine. Yes, instead of sweepable, if you do not have inflation layer, you would have used sweep method. But if you have inflation layers, then you can use multi-zone, which is equivalent to sweep or which will create the hexa element. What else we have? I don't see any other setting for the local refinement for the meshing. Yes, of course, you have to take care of context. I have really detailed video where I have shown you how you can handle context. You can check on my channel. But anyway, these are all local refinement setting for your mesh, and you can really control your element size, your mesh quality on every region, on every edge as you wish. That's it for this video. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.